morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you?
Third eye negative.
Izaak Michell.
Alright, g'day guys. We are 1 week out, or 2 weeks almost. Last week in Sydney, training, preparing for the match against Tye. And this end of this weekend, we go to Thailand. We'll have a few days there to acclimatise and settle in. And then the match will be the following, or the next weekend. There's so much organising with one I haven't really experienced with other organisations before. We have to do medical exams, you've got to checklist all your sponsors. Today I'll have to print my logos on my rash guards, because they're going to want us to wear the One FC merchandise, so the One rash guards. Put my sponsors on that, so yeah, tons of things. Got to pick out a walkout song.
Oh yeah.
Any suggestions?
I suggested the Halo theme song, but he doesn't know what Halo is.
Wasn't much of a gamer, but
That's why I'm
never
not
know.
a gamer, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, so originally the match was booked for March 1st and it was in Doha, Qatar. So they changed it to Bangkok, Thailand, April 6th. What was interesting about that is the first match was going to be in a cage. So I was working a lot on wall wrestling, which is a new skill that it was really fun to develop that area. And I was kind of thinking that would favor my style against Tye, which, you know, the rule set for one championship, a lot of people don't know, but it's more of a submission-based rule set where they count catches. So if I get a near submission, whether it's an ankle lock and the person reacts, that will be called a catch, and that's like 1 point. So you have to be more worried about the catches and submissions than positional dominance over your opponent. So, you know, against Tye, I feel like ADCC, I would have a better advantage over Tye. And in this rule set, even, like, I'm just coming back to my old ways of really hunting submissions, which is also pretty exciting for me as well. So last week of training, now the volume of training, it's still very high, but I'm doing lighter work, so more cardio based work. We've seen how good of conditioning Tye has, so I gotta be prepared for that. If the match goes the duration, 10 minutes, then I know Tye's gonna be pushing until the end. So a lot of my training now is conditioning, making sure I'm conditioned for the full 10 minutes against Tye. I think because the camp was extended with the change of dates, my body's pretty sore right now, so I've got to moderate that and kind of work around the slight niggles and stuff I have. So yeah, last week in Sydney, spending a lot of time with Jakob wrestling, because I believe Tye usually likes to start his match standing. I'm thinking like we will be in standing positions throughout the match, and then working with Luke at Sydney West and some of the guys at Grappling Education as well. So yeah, got a lot of good resources to work with. Thailand's going to be really hot and humid, so as soon as I get and touch down in Thailand, be looking to get in a sauna, get the inflammation out from the flight, and then start some conditioning work there just to get used to the heat and the humidity. So yeah, this match is going to be, I feel like it's going to be pretty chaotic, but I'm pretty good at dealing, putting myself in the chaos and figuring out a way to find a way to score and get to the back and things like that. So I think this match will be a good opportunity for me to go back to my submission hunting game, test my submissions there, and especially against such a high level opponent, it'll be interesting for sure. And then after this match, it's back to positional dominance and getting ready for ADCC. So a lot of stand up, a lot of scoring under that rule set. So yeah, it's interesting jiu-jitsu. We have so many different organizations. We're having to adapt ourselves and adapt our ways of training and preparing for these matches, and even like styles completely. Like now it's not going to be enough to just take someone down and get a dominant position. You're going to have to get catches, which in one is points. All right, so this is the One rash guards that they want us to wear. So they get us to wear their merchandise. One fortunately let us put our sponsors on there as well. So they allowed us to choose the color we wanted. I chose this camo green. I actually chose a blue one, but they sent me 2 camos, so all good. I'll definitely be wearing this one on the match. And today's admin job is put all the sponsors on the back and the front. Yeah, that's today's work. So, alright, welcome to Igor MMA. Alright guys, done with some conditioning. Now we're going to eat some food and then I'm going to drive out for some jiu-jitsu practice this Arvo. Probably can't hear me. I used to not do conditioning when I was like 18, 19. I feel like it just comes naturally with that age, and then 25 now, getting older, and now I have to really put in the work. And you know, a lot of the new generation are younger guys now, so it's interesting. They got all the conditioning, so now we got to put in a bit of work in the gym and be prepared to go the distance if it comes to it.
Bye.
Bye.